Fantastic.
For 20-somethings. We are making this up as we go along.
Oh, hello there. Welcome to 20-somethings, a show for 20-somethings by 20-somethings. I'm your host, Gabby, and tonight we're going to embark upon quite the conversational journey together. We will be discussing the recent AI interview with actor Kanye, I'm so sorry, Ye, formerly Kanye West's ban from the UK, resulting in the cancellation of the Wireless Festival, and the alleged cheating scandal happening between New England Patriots coach Mike Vrabel and New York Times reporter Diana Rossini. As I mentioned already, my name's Gabby, and I will be one of your gracious hosts for the evening. I'm joined by my slightly less gracious hosts.
Okay. All right.
Alyssa, Cole, and Liam. How are you guys?
So we're starting this off like really passive aggressive.
Well, let's dive right in, shall we? Esquire Singapore received some pretty serious backlash from readers after they released an AI interview with One Piece actor Kanye. I'm so sorry for that once again. They claimed this was a deliberate creative decision. Like, okay.
Creative.
I suppose we should take a look at the clip we have.
Esquire magazine did an interview with an actor, but they used AI to come up with the answers. They said they had to because the actor didn't respond to their email. Let's talk about it. Sorry if I get the name wrong, but Kanye, who is the actor that portrays Zoro in the live-action One Piece, was supposed to do an interview with Esquire Singapore, but he wasn't able to attend. Apparently, the people who work at Esquire Singapore had to have this piece in their magazine, and since they couldn't get an answer from the actor, they decided to just use AI. Now, to be clear, this happened earlier in March, but the fans just found out about it now, and now they're grilling Esquire about why they would do this, and their answer is ridiculous. So Esquire did the next best thing. They put all of his previous answers to other interviews into Claude and Copilot, and then used that to come up with the answers for their questions. Now, just like most of these interviews, the answers were very vague, but there were a few references to his father, who was a renowned action star, and how he wants to make him proud. And that's just disgusting because he didn't actually say that. And as far as everybody can tell, they did all of this without his approval, because according to Esquire Singapore, he never responded to their email, so they just went ahead and did this and pretended like it was him. But don't worry guys, Esquire Singapore had to do this because they needed to have this in their magazine, so why not just lie to all their users? This is what AI is for, folks.
One Piece! I love One Piece, but I don't like that. That's some that's not okay what they're doing. The One Piece! It's
Okay.
One Piece!
Aside from Liam,
All right.
does anybody else have thoughts?
I think this is horrible. Like, genuinely horrible. First, this could put down a very slippery slope that no one wants to go down. Second, an interview is so you have the interview of the person you're interviewing.
They're writing fan fiction. They're not even writing an interview.
Why are we interviewing an AI that is going off other interviews and then talking about his dead dad, saying he wants to make a it's horrible.
It's a terrible part.
I
so
watched it
sad.
like, why? Like, the whole point of an interview is to like discover and like have information from the actual person, not from what the AI thinks the person would say. So like,
This is like genuinely one of the stupidest things I think I've ever heard in my life.
Jobs.
Like, if you can't get an interview with person, if you work in journalism, you know what you do? You just do something else. You don't just make it up. It's like equivalent to like if you're like writing a book report as a kid, but you were too lazy to actually write the books. You're like, I don't know, let's just like make it up. But they were too lazy to even make it up. They had to use like, what are these, Claude?
yeah.
Use Claude.
Claude is the next big AI now. It's kind of taken over from the top of ChatGPT, and everyone's loving it. I hate it all.
This is an affront. This is an affront to journalism, but more importantly, this is an affront to One Piece.
You keep yelling.
Because I love One Piece, okay? Am I not allowed to be passionate about what I speak about?
No, you are just quieter.
So are you
Friend, you are up
gonna
here.
go dive
I'm gonna
in
have
the
to take
ocean
you
to
down
find
here.
out
Wait,
the
I
ending
want
of
to
the
hear
show?
what Alyssa's thoughts are about this.
I think just like any other AI slop, this is just another thing added to it. It's stealing our jobs. us journalists are gonna be suffering if we can't have actual interviews from actual people. I think it's very disappointing, though. On a real note, I think that
Where's
just
their
do better.
journalistic integrity?
do better.
Yeah,
Truly,
it's kind of
yeah.
crazy.
Like, you get hired to work at like some sort of publication. I don't know. Well, what did they? Where was it? Like a magazine?
It was
a news?
Singapore
Esquire,
something.
Singapore.
Yeah.
Esquire. You get hired to work at Esquire. Like, at least do your job. Like, if you can't get, like, that happens all the time. Like, if someone's just like, oh, I'm too busy, I can't get an interview. Like, you could write about the show. You could write about like what some people in the office think about it. You could reach out to see if someone else could do like an interview.
Right.
Like, you could just it doesn't even have to be like an in-person thing. You could just be like, hey, like, if you can't make it in person, like, would you mind like responding to this email with your answer? Like, it's like
That's a good point. Like, they could have just made it so they could send them out questions, or maybe delay that specific
which
interview.
happens all the time too. Like, that happens all the time. A lot of interviews nowadays, it's like it's not like over the phone. Like, sometimes it's just like, hey, like,
Right.
want to answer these questions for us? Like, we want to put it in our article. You're like,
Like, it
cool.
didn't seem like this article was such a pressing topic that needed to be discussed right now. So I do wonder why the urgency.
I think
it was just laziness.
I think it was laziness, and also
Just
like,
lazy.
hey, like, can we get away with this? And they kind of did for a little bit. Like the video said, it was like the interview was a little bit while back, maybe a week or two. It's like, hey, can we get away with this? Then us and other companies can do it. I think that is the main motivating factor besides just laziness and like just pure stupidity.
Which also opens like Pandora's box if you think about it, because like if this is an interview with a very like specific individual, and we didn't catch that it was AI for like a month. Like, how many articles are out there right now that are just like AI?
I
How
mean,
many? Because if this is like, this is definitely not the only
I
example.
mean, I feel
right?
like this is probably gonna delay more companies from doing this, because I feel like there's been so much negative backlash that it would be a really ballsy move for another big time like
publishing company.
Yeah, sure, one of those guys. It'd be pretty ballsy for them to release another AI interview after all the hullabaloo this has caused.
Yeah.
Major hullabaloo. But anyway, in other news, the former headliner of the Wireless Festival made his very first ever news headline. Formerly known as Kanye West,
Oh boy.
Ye was denied approval of a visa to enter the UK because, quote, his presence would not be conducive to the public good. That's hilarious. I'm not sure what he possibly could have done to make them think that. I just feel so bad for him. Let's roll the clip.
Major London music festival has been cancelled after its organisers said that Kanye West had been blocked from entering the United Kingdom. Kanye West, who also goes by the name of Ye, was set to headline Wireless Festival, a 3-day event in London in July. But this decision sparked outrage because of Ye's previous repeated anti-Semitic remarks, including a song that he released last year entitled Heil Hitler. In a statement, the organisers said that the UK Home Office had withdrawn Ye's visa, and as a result, the festival was cancelled. They added, quote, "Anti-Semitism in all its forms is abhorrent, and we recognise the real and personal impact that these issues have had." CNN has contacted the UK Home Office for comment. The news comes just a day after major sponsors Pepsi and Diageo pulled out of the event. Ye has previously issued a statement offering to meet with members of the UK Jewish community and, quote, "show change through my actions."
Well, now I'm so embarrassed for saying what he. Whoa, no, what could he have done? I can't believe I hadn't heard about this.
Were you a big Kanye West fan?
Big time huge.
What was your favorite album?
What do you guys think about this?
I'm
Stay on track. I mean, this is
Not
pretty
surprised.
crazy.
Is he medicated? That's my question.
I mean,
I would
don't
really
know a lot
hope
about
so.
his personal, prescription intake, but like I feel like
He's made it
it's-
very clear on social media, on the Kardashians and stuff, that he has issues
Well,
apparently.
he's not really associated with the Kardashians.
Yeah, that's a whole other issue, but.
I mean, I'm not like surprised.
I'm
I mean, like he's kind of like permanently scorned his reputation to a point where I don't really even think you can come back.
I don't even.
May I remind us all of his hit song where he, I don't even know if I should, like, say it. I don't know.
That wasn't his hit song.
No, I mean, like...
That was just a song that caused the most controversy, and I think, I don't know, I just remember, like, I look back and I just, like, remember, like, just clips of him just, like, dressed in, like, an all-black KKK costume and stuff like that, and I was like, okay, this dude is batshit. Like, this dude's crazy. Like, this dude's insane.
At first, it was kind of like, is this rage bait? But then it was very much, could this be insanity? And I am vouching for
the
that.
common
second
kind
one.
of consensus about Ye is that he's just, like, kind of nuts. Okay? I don't know if that's, like, a,
I mean,
you know...
I will say, oh my gosh, sorry. I am Jewish, and I'm very proud to be, and all of the, I mean, I don't even know if there's a word for the nonsense he spews. I mean,
Blatant
anti-Semitism,
disrespect.
but like,
Yes,
it's
fairly rude.
it's a little bit annoying to me. No, it's insane, and I mean, oh my gosh, I keep smacking my chest. I'm so sorry.
the bass on
Apologies
that.
to the
I'm
studio.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry to the sound community. I'm sorry. Anyway, I think it's the fact that this happened. I think it's hilarious. Like, I really do.
I think maybe
'Cause
you're
it's-
allowed to say that.
I think I kind of am.
I don't
Like the fact that he was denied entry because his presence wouldn't be conducive to the public good.
I think
I'm
more
like,
people
come
should have that
on.
happen to them.
How many
honestly.
Kanye fans do you think
I
are in the UK?
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
it can't be too many. I mean, I feel like people who are proud Kanye fans right now, I am interested to hear your perspective because I think it dives into the whole concept of like, can you separate the art from the
Right.
artist, which is a very valid point. And I think in some cases it is possible. However, in this case, I mean, we are way past like, oh, like we sort of disagree politically. We are well past
Yeah.
that. So being able to be a proud Kanye West, or I'm sorry, Ye fan at this point in time, I don't know. I'm curious about your perspective.
If we want actually word from a proud Ye fan, I'll actually throw the floor to Cole.
You know, I still on a every now and then basis do have his songs come up my playlist, and you know, I definitely, instead of thinking of more of what, because these songs are like back when like he was
Like a
kinda,
flash of
yeah.
lights.
I'm
Like
like
that's-
more like, okay, this is like when Kanye was pretty cool, and like I kind of look at it that way instead of like, oh, like I still enjoy the music. I'll still listen to it here and there, but it's not that like I don't like support anything that he's ever said or done. But I understand both ways. Like I understand your way where you completely are over it, and I'm more my way where it's like I don't like him. I don't like a lot of his music that much, but I still have a few that hold a special place in my heart because it has kind of memories tied into stuff that's happened and just kind of the overall enjoyance of some of the songs.
Yeah,
get that.
sure. I totally understand that. I did not realize I was in the company of a Kanye West fan when I said that.
I didn't
But
either. I just quit that.
I do think that it's very. I mean, I'll occasionally hear a song of his and be like, "Whoa, I didn't even know that was him who sang that." Like, oops. But like, I mean, I totally understand. Like, that's what's so difficult about separating the art from the artist. It's an interesting debate.
I think like separate art from the artist, but also like they're like he's been around for so long.
Yeah.
Many different phases of
Yeah.
his life, of his music. I respect that.
It's true.
You know, I don't. You know, if
Yeah.
you like a certain era of a certain person, I think it's justifiable. But
I do.
he's
I think
crazy
so
now,
too.
so.
He's made some good tracks, but oh boy,
Yeah.
oh boy, he's said some things.
boy.
But
Okay.
I mean, and while we're on the topic of scandals,
Yeah.
the New England Patriots coach Mike Vrabel and New York Times reporter Diana Rossini were both recently photographed at a luxury hotel together in Arizona, not with their designated significant others.
This sounds
Uh-oh.
familiar.
Let's take a look.
Whoops.
The NFL just caught a head coach holding hands with the reporter who covers his team. New England Patriots head coach Mike Vrabel, the team that represented the AFC in the Super Bowl this past year, has been married for 25 years. And he was photographed at a luxury Sedona resort with the Athletic's top NFL insider, Diana Rossini. Page 6 caught them hugging, holding hands, lounging in a hot tub, and dancing on a private bungalow rooftop at sunset. Diana Rossini has been the very first on every New England Patriots scoop for months. She's the same insider who's been pushing AJ Brown to New England all offseason. Both of them are denying everything. Mike Vrabel called the photos a completely innocent interaction and said the suggestion is laughable. The Athletic backed Rossini and said that they were friends off camera. But this resort is a $2,000 a night romantic resort that markets itself for honeymoon.
I would just like to, before we begin the discussion,
It's a great day to be a Giants fan, baby. Let's go!
I completely mispronounced his name, so sorry about that. Alyssa, you said you wanted to say
I just want to say, whether it be at a rooftop or at a Coldplay concert, cheating is injustifiable, and that was very embarrassing for them.
Break up with them.
I'd be embarrassed if I were them.
It's a very weird situation. Like, this hotel is, like I said briefly in the video, but also it's kind of known for being romantic, known for having a lot of proposals and having like stuff like that. But also, and they said also that there was people that were off camera, and then they had stories of, oh, they were there and then they drove 2 hours to a different hotel and all this stuff. And it's like, it's actually hilarious because I'm a big Patriots fan, and when I saw this, I was like, holy crap. I'm like, what is this? But like, the wife, there's videos of the wife like talking about her husband, oh, he's ugly.
He's not a looker. That's why I don't post him.
Like, I don't post him because he's ugly. If I like had a hotter husband, then maybe I would post him. And like on live television, and like the husband talked about how he texted her that day, like, hey, hope you have a good day on this show. Hope you have good luck. If I had a wife and I said, hey, like, good luck on your show, like, hope you do good, and then my wife's saying I'm ugly and she doesn't want to like equate, and then now I see this, oh, it's over.
So are you saying you think in this case cheating is
100%?
justifiable?
No.
Whoa, what?
I thought you said it was cheating because, like they said, they are trying to say it's not cheating, but they're like looking at the sunset all cuddled up. They're like holding hands. They're like hugging. And it's like, how is this? What is this? Because you got, oh, it's friendly. No, this is ridiculous. But I think it's just funny because I love Mike Vrabel. He came in as a coach for the Patriots and has turned the team around completely. Like, I can't really discredit him for that. Like, and also, like, you know, he's doing his thing. But yeah, it's not a good situation. That would suck if anyone's in that situation and you get your photo taken.
He's gonna have a great season at away games this year. That's all I'm gonna say. I feel like.
Well, the Patriots were undefeated at home.
Yeah, well, away he's gonna get lampooned the entire season for cheating on his wife. So, I mean,
do you guys think is there ever a situation where cheating is justified?
Absolutely not.
if you're at the point where you're ready to cheat with someone, just break up with them.
Honesty over everything. I'd rather.
Because then stuff like this happens, and now he's gonna be in like a world of like pain and misery for like at least like 7 months.
Yeah, I'm
before people like don't care about it anymore.
I don't think anyone's gonna care about it in a month. I don't think so. I think the wife is in a bigger situation because she's like a news reporter. Like, she's up there, but like Mike Vrabel is like the head coach on one of the most successful football, if not the most successful football franchise of all time. So, and he's doing a good job. So I don't like. He made a decision. Like, they both made the decision. So it's like something had to have been an issue, but it's not, cheating is never okay. Like I said, like we were saying, if you're gonna do it, just find a different way because, break up with them or like don't do it or like.
Don't
I
do
thought
it
you
on
meant like
camera.
Don't do it.
Let's hit up the red light district tonight or something
it's
like
like,
crazy like
Find
that.
a better way.
Or they could just be more sneaky.
I think honesty over everything. I believe in temporary discomfort can lead to long-term like happiness sometimes. I think on a deeper note, I think if he was gonna cheat, or vice versa, if anybody's gonna cheat, have a conversation first. You know.
I definitely agree.
Like,
Yo, wife, low key, I'm cheating tonight.
that's
You know
not
what
I
I'm
meant.
saying? I'm Mike
That's
Vrabel.
not
I'm
what I
Big
meant.
man.
That is the way to go.
But no, like you said, if you feel like you're at a point in a relationship where you're gonna cheat on somebody, I feel like
Just end it. Like,
end it before
if
that,
you wanna
obviously.
cheat, if you're willing to cheat on someone, you know, like internally, like, it's just like it's over. between
It's
us,
embarrassing.
You know? It's like
it's embarrassing for
this
both
is
parties.
really embarrassing for these people. I feel bad for them, but I don't at all.
They're rich.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think that is unfortunately all the time we have left for tonight. We sure hope you had fun. I mean, I know I did.
I got to say One Piece.
As always, thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.